ladies and gentlemen, we got a double feature overview. I'm sorry there won't be no gameplay for these two tanks, but in the description below I will have the links to some good gameplay I found. And these are good tanks and they somewhat play the same way. You just make sure you don't get spotted, just make sure you hit your targets. And I will be calling this segment the Skorpion video. So first up will be the Skorpion G. It's the German one. Developed in the second series for a self-propelled gun on the base of the Panther tank. Was started the Rheinmetall Company in January of 1943. Design plans of this tank is for a 12.8 centimeter. And the Rheinmetall Skorpion were accompanied by April 2nd, 1943. This only exists in blueprints of this tank. The nation of this tank is Germany. The class is a tank destroyer. The tier is a tier 8. And if I'm correct, it's non-matchmaking. Yep, it's non-matchmaking. And the cost of this tank at the lowest, it will be 11,700 gold. The total weight of this tank when it's fully loaded is 45 tons. The hit points is 1,150. Now let's get in a little bit of details of this tank. The engine is a 650 horsepower engine. That makes the pat ratio of 17 horsepower per ton. The forward speed is 60 kph. Top reverse is 20 kph. Fire chance is at a whopping 20%. The gun is at 12.8 centimeter. The reload time is 12.20 seconds. The aiming time is 2.10 seconds. The maximum range of the gun is 720. Gun elevation is 14 degrees. And gun depression is 7. The tracks, it rotates 30 degrees per second. The terrain resistance is 1.2, 1.5, and 3. The turret is 360 meter view range. And rotation speed is 18 degrees per second. The radio range is 700 meters. The ammunition is shoots AP, APCR, and HE. The AP and APCR does the same amount of damage at 368 damage to 613. The penetration for the AP is 185 to 308 millimeters. The shell velocity for the regular AP is 920 meters per second. The damage for the APCRs is the same. The penetration is 233 to 389, 1,150 meters per second. Then it shoots HE. The damage is a lot higher, but you got a pin. The damage is between 473 to 788, but you got to penetrate between 49 to 81 millimeters. Splash radius is 2.71, and shell velocity is 20 meters per second. The crew is a 4-man crew in the tank. Let's go look at the armor. The armor is not that good. It's a very thin armor. So it's more of like a shoot and scoot type of tank. If you like that type of playing style, this Skorpion is really good. Also, the other Skorpion is also. I've seen some good gameplay. Another streamer I have played with in the past is Raging Hillbilly. He loved this tank. He really likes it. Alright, let's talk about the other Skorpion. This is the American Skorpion. This Skorpion is the M56 artillery, was intended to support airborne units as a light tank destroyer that could be transported by cargo planes or inserted by parachute or gliders. This vehicle was mass produced in 1953 throughout 1959, but it was not popular and it was soon replaced by the Sheraton light tank. The Skorpion occasionally used to provide artillery support in Vietnam. The class of this tank is USA. That's the nation, I mean. The class is tank destroyer. Tier is a tier 7. The cost of this tank is 5,150 gold. The weight of this tank when it's unloaded is 7.14 tons to 9 tons when it's loaded. Hit points is 820, and it's non-matchmaking. Alright, let's get into the details of this tank. The engine is a 200 horsepower engine, so the pat ratio will be 28 horsepower per ton. Top forward speed is 45 kph. Top reverse 15. The gun is a 90mm M54. The reload time is seconds. Aiming time is 1.90. Maximum range is 720 meters. Gun elevation is 15 degrees. Gun depression is 10 degrees. The tracks. It can rotate 4 degrees per second. The terrain resistance is 1.1, 1.3, 1.8. The radio range is 500 meters per second. I mean, not meters per second, meters. Sorry for that. This is an early morning for me. And it shoots 3 types of ammunition. HE, heat. No, not HE. AP, heat, and HE. The AP does AP and HE, heat, does the same amount of damage, but the only thing that's different is the damage, it's the penetration. So the damage for both of these rounds is between 180 to 300. The penetration for the AP is 164 to 274 millimeters. Shell velocity is 914 meters per second for the AP. For the heat rounds, the damage and the penetration goes up to 206 to 344. The shell velocity increased to 1,219 meters per second. Then it shoots HE. This damage is a lot higher for these rounds, but you gotta penetrate. The damage is 240 to 400 meters. Damage. The penetration is 34 to 56 millimeters. Splash radius is 1.46 meters, and shell velocity is 732. If I'm correct, it's a 3-man crew. Actually, 4-man crew. I forgot about that. They don't show the crew while you're playing this tank, so I kind of wish they did. But this isn't War Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. But you never know. Wargame might bring it into the game. Now let's look at the armor. The armor is very thin. The overall is 10 meters. This tank can get rammed by anything and it dies. But it's a very good tank. The concealment is good for it. It's better than the other Skorpion. Now, which one y'all think, if these two tanks go head to head against each other, which one y'all think will win? If they will operate by the same people that are really good. Now the comments below, I want to ask y'all this. What tanks they should name after animals? Like these two Skorpions. In the comments below, and I'll probably let Wargaming know. And please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more tank overviews. And I'll see y'all in the next one. And may the RNG gods be with you.